The figures certainly bear out the fact that one team is 1-11 and another one is 3-9. The shooting figures, that is. Niagara only 11 of 39. That's 31.4%. As Lou had mentioned, a very cold first half. New Hampshire not much better. 12 of 31, 38.7%. The Purple Eagles own an 8-rebound advantage at halftime, 28-20, with Mark Henry having 5 for Niagara and Dave Marshall and Keith Carpenter having 5 each for New Hampshire. Scoring-wise, Mark Henry with 8, Patrick Jones with 7, Eldridge Moore with 6, and Juan Neal with 5. 4 people having scored for the Purple Eagles. High for New Hampshire is Keith Carpenter. He's got 8. Derek Counts has got 6. As far as foul trouble is concerned, nobody really with more than one personal, with the exception of Pat Jones. He's got 2.
Well, you hit something on the head there, Mike. 10 people have played the first half for Niagara. 4 of them have scored.
Well, again, the shooting is just not there. Juan had trouble from the floor, accuracy-wise, the first 5 or 6 games. Had got it going a little bit, and had come in shooting only 40.7%. He was 1 for 8 the first half. Mark Henry was the only one who shot with any type of accuracy. He was 4 for 5, and really offensively, he along with Pat Jones were the bright spots for Niagara.
Niagara had 13 offensive rebounds in the first half, and usually when you get that many opportunities, you're going to fill the net a little bit more. So let's see if it turns around a little more in their favor in the second half. University of New Hampshire to inbounds. That Counts with the ball to Thielen. And now Dave Marshall, Keith Carpenter, also in the game for the Wildcats. Now they go down low. The ball's knocked away, but goes right back to Carpenter. He puts a shot up. Bank shot, no good. Swick with the rebound. Here comes Sullivan. He has to slow it down. Gives it to L.D. Moore. The jump shot, good. Moore hits a 2-pointer. Niagara has Sullivan, Moore, Juan Neal, Mark Henry, and Tom Swick to start the second half. (28-27). The Eagles lead it. That's Chris Perkins. Jump shot won't fall. The rebound goes to Swick. Sullivan pushes it up to Mark Henry. He takes a jumper from the corner. Good. So, 2 shots, 2 baskets for Niagara to start the second half. They lead at 30-27.
Difficult shot for Mark to make. He had his back to the basket, got the ball, took 1 step, and put it up.
Thielen tries to drive, and blocking foul is called on number 32, Eldridge Moore. That's his second. Nobody in really any foul trouble. Moore with 2 and Patrick Jones with 2 are the only people that have more than 1 in the game.
I think earlier in the first half I had mentioned that Eldridge picked up his 3rd. That obviously was a mistake.
Thielen at the top of the key. Who Counts is posting up down low. Now Hinderly into the game. To Thielen. Carpenter down into Hinderly. He tries a wild shot, gets his own rebound, puts it in. Way off balance when he put it up, but the ball came right back to him, and the second one went through. That's Swick with it for Niagara to John Sullivan, who started this game, his 2nd start this season for the walk-on. From Snyder, New York, running the point for Niagara here this evening. There's Tom Swick with it right in the middle. His shot too short, gets his own rebound, a left-handed hook, and the rebound to Thielen. And we've got a violation here. Sullivan gets called for a reach foul.
That's his first.
Back at the other end, Tom Swick had 2 shots in the paint and couldn't convert either one of them. 30-29, the Eagles lead it. Carpenter with the ball for New Hampshire. New Hampshire Not supposed to be that deep, but they're playing a lot of people tonight. Down low, Counts gets it underneath. He snuck by Sullivan, and Sullivan, all he could do was foul him.
New Hampshire has had 8 people score. That's 4 more than Niagara had. I suspect, too, they might be a little winded because actually they came out here at 5:30 and practiced, and it was their first time in 4 days that they practiced, that they've been able to practice.
Well, Counts to the line to shoot 2. The first meeting between these two teams, Counts was one of the leading scorers in the game. He had 24 points. As we mentioned coming into this game, in 3 out of his last 5, he had scored less than 2 with an eye problem, but I guess he's got that solved tonight. Moore dribbles into trouble and turns the ball over. Dribbled the ball right into Keith Carpenter, a 1-on-4 situation. New Hampshire gets the ball.
He really had nowhere to move there and tried to advance the ball to the basket.
Perkins tries to drive. Swick helps out. Shot is short, but the rebound to New Hampshire. The shot up and in by Hinderly, and he's fouled.
Fouls on Moore. That's his third.
Niagara opened the half with 2 quick buckets, and since then has stalled, and New Hampshire can increase the lead to 4 once again, which would be their biggest lead of the game. We've played just under 3 minutes, 17:08 remaining. He banks the free throw in, does Hinderly. Nobody will remember that on the score sheet tomorrow. It'll just go down as in the bucket. 34-30. That's Juan Neal with it in the corner. He goes to Moore in the lane. Moore with a nice hesitation, doesn't get it to fall. The rebound's batted around, comes out to Juan Neal. He steps out the 3-point line and hits. Good presence of mind from Juan Neal. Knew where he was, took that half step back and decided to get 3 points instead of 2.
Now with 8.
That's Thiel for 3. Yes! The big man, the 6'6" Eric Thielen, a freshman walk-on, hits a 3-pointer. Mark Henry quickly for Niagara. Shot won't fall. The rebound to Thielen. And here comes Counts. They go back down low to Thielen. He's double teamed, gives off to Hinderly. The shot no good, but a foul on Mark Henry.
That's his first. Patrick Jones into the game for Eldridge Moore.
Some of the players off the bench doing a nice job for New Hampshire. Keith Hinderly going back to the line.
See how these go off the glass or off the rim.
Now, if he's nervous, he'll put up an air ball really short. He's still aggressive and threw it off the back iron, no good. But see, his problem right away is that he doesn't put any arc on the ball. He doesn't have much technique at all. Doesn't bend the knees, he just fires it up there and misses 2. That's Swick down to Pat Jones, and Hinderly fouls him. Trying to prevent the pass, he kind of leaned over, and Jones gets the foul.
He got Hinderly's second.
Niagara will inbound. Juan Neal to throw it in. Up top to Swick. And he gets the ball taken away by Counts. And all alone. Oh, Neal catches up very nicely and blocks the shot. The follow-up's no good, and Neal gets the ball. Good defense. A good hustle by Juan Neal. Niagara on the break. Neal throws up off the foul line short. Counts with the rebound, and now they go the other way.
He had a 3-on-1 and stopped and put up a 10, 11, 12-footer.
That's Carpenter has to throw it back out. Dribbles all the way across the top. To Thielen, to Counts. Come back to Carpenter. Works around the pick from Hinderly. Hinderly on the give and go. Nice play. Hinderly set the pick and then immediately went to the hoop, got the back bounce pass and laid it in. Mark Henry with the jumper from the corner. That goes. 39-35. University of New Hampshire leads it with 15 minutes remaining. That's Murray with the ball up to Counts. Guarded by Swick. No good. Swick with the rebound. Needs some help. Sullivan with the ball. Pushes it up to Juan Neal. 2-on-3. Neal slows it down. Now Sullivan will bark out the play from the top of the key. Down in front of Andy Walker, he can call the offensive series from here. Swick has bounced off, no foul. He gets the ball in the paint, banks it up, no good, and the rebound to Thiel. Swick's had 3 shots in the paint in the second half and hasn't converted any of them.
Still, only 4 Purple Eagles scoring.
Should say in the lane when we're here at Niagara, they don't paint the lane here on this court. Actually, the foul line area is painted, but not inside the lane. That's Murray with the ball now. To Carpenter. Niagara to man-to-man. Murray gets around Henry, pops up a shot. Wow. That was way off the mark. Sullivan pulls up and hits. Really a bad shot the other way by Murray. And Niagara converts 39-37.
Well, actually had Mark Henry in his face, too, and really had to arc it.
Here comes Counts on the break. To Thielen, he banks it up and in. Foul on number 30, Keith Carpenter. He tried to sneak and intercept the pass. 41-37, 13-32 remaining in the half. You're watching Purple Eagles basketball on Channel 3.
Only thing you stand to gain by putting off joining the YMCA is weight. On the other hand, look at all you have to gain by joining. Y for information. The YMCA. Don't put it off.
Purple Eagles in a tussle here at the Taps Gallagher Center in front of their home fans for the first time in a long time. But so far, the home court advantage now working in their favor. They trail University of New Hampshire Wildcats 41-37. Niagara with the ball. 13:32 left in the second half. Chris Brown seeing his first action for the Purple Eagles in tonight's game.
Derek Brevard in as well, and Mick Contalti.
That's Mark Henry with a quick move, and the jumper short. And the rebound to Thielen. Thielen, a freshman walk-on, doing a nice job here tonight for the Wildcats. 6'6", 200-pounder from Wayland, Massachusetts. That's Perkins. Perkins working down low on Mark Henry. Tries the baseline, up and in. Kind of pulled that one from behind his head and threw it up two-handed, and it fell. 43-37, 6-point lead, biggest for New Hampshire. Andy Walker really not a happy man right now, and you can't blame him. Derek Brevard goes down low to Pat Jones. He's surrounded, dribbled the ball on the baseline, out of bounds.
No, I think he got called for an offensive foul, actually. Yep.
Well, you got that one right, Mike.
That's his second.
16 foul for Niagara already. That puts the guests in the bonus. Mike Lunny, another walk-on for New Hampshire, running the point. There's a long shot by Thielen, way short. Bad selection there. Pat Jones on the break, 2-on-1, lays it up short, but gets the foul call.
That's foul on Perkins as well. That's his second.
Thielen, only a freshman, guilty of a bad shot selection at the other end of the court. He has 4 straight games with double figures in scoring and rebounding, and got a little too over-anxious there. Jones on the break took it to the hoop and drew the foul. He'll go to the line for 2 for Niagara.
They certainly haven't been working the ball for the good shot, have they?
Well, New Hampshire really with a chance to really put the screws down and taking some poor shots here.
Jones 1 of 3 in the first half from the line.
It's the first one. Get another opportunity. Jones a .500 free throw shooter, and he's not at that percentage tonight. Thielen with the rebound. Perkins with the ball to get it across half court against Niagara's press. That's Lunny. Thielen back to Lunny. Now they work it to the far side. Carpenter. Thielen guarded by Jones. Now they come in the corner to Lunny. Working on Chris Brown for Niagara. Patalti bounces out to check Perkins. Dave Marshall, excuse me. That's Perkins with it on the far side. 6 seconds on the shot clock, and they throw the ball away. New Hampshire coach calls right out on the court, and Andy Walker's got a beef. That should be a technical foul if you want to really enforce the rules on the coach's box. But nothing called. Patalti in the lane, air ball, and the rebound goes to Marshall. Lunny will try a three-pointer. In and out, Patalti with the rebounds. He out-muscles Marshall, but it looks like they gave it a jump ball, and that will mean Niagara possession. Patalti had two hands on it. Marshall just one, and it was enough to make the referee make it a possession call. Patalti with the ball at the top. Throws it to Derek Brevard, who'll try to drive, pulls up way short. The ball hits Mark Henry, and he picks the loose ball up on the baseline and throws it out to Chris Brown. They'll start over. Now Brown will try. Shot no good. Rebound tipped up. Lunny comes down with it, and here comes the Wildcats. Marshall can't handle it. He slows it up and throws it back out to Lunny. Not exactly textbook basketball at this moment. 43-38. New Hampshire leads it.
Yeah, at this stage, Niagara certainly threatening to shoot poorer in the second half than they did the first.
We're almost halfway through the second half. And if you're a Purple Eagle fan, you're concerned at this point. The turnaround shot is good by Keith Carpenter, and it's now 45-38 in favor of New Hampshire. Derek Brevard goes down low to Pat Jones, and he's fouled. He's fouled more than once on that play, but they didn't call it until he put the shot up. It looked like when he tried to make the spin move on the baseline, he was being held. He'll go to the line shooting two. Darren Brown comes in for Niagara. First time tonight for him. Patalti will check out.
Foul was on Thielen, his first.
Hinderly checks in for New Hampshire. They have Hinderly, Thielen, Perkins, Tommy Hammer, and Mike Lunny. Niagara counters with Darren Brown, Chris Brown, Pat Jones at the line, Derek Brevard, and Mark Henry. Jones hits the first one.
Jones now with 9.
He gets both. 45-40, Niagara pressing. Chris Brown and Derek Brevard collide. In the meantime, New Hampshire's got the ball at the end of the court. Hinderly rejected by Mark Henry. Jones back to Henry. He puts it up and in. Good two-way play that time by Mark Henry. Niagara pressing Henry with the steal. Chris Brown gets it. Gives it to Henry, who'll slow it up. Back to Chris Brown, 45-42. Wildcats leading, Niagara showing a little surge here. And this gets the crowd into it. Key series of events keyed by Mark Henry for Niagara. They go in the lane to Jones. In a crowd, in and out, no good. Rebound, and the foul will go on Darren Brown for going over the top of Chris Perkins. 45-42.
Brown's first.
9:34 left in the half. We'll take a break. You're watching Purple Eagles basketball.
I only drink beer.
Everybody does it. I never drink before 5.
Sound familiar? My line was, I can hold my liquor. I didn't think about how much I was holding. I found out it was a lot. My doctor told me anything more than 2 drinks a day was too much. I care about my health, so I cut down. If you're drinking more than 2 drinks a day, why don't you cut down too? If you can't cut down, get help. Call 1-800-ALCOHOLS.
Straighten up and enjoy life. Face it with a smile. Straighten up and enjoy life. Make it all worthwhile.
The best tip you can give anyone is to protect your health. That includes paying more attention to the structural balance of your body. The American Chiropractic Association reminds you that good posture not only looks good, it makes you feel good, too.
Straighten up and enjoy life. Good posture is in style.
Well, while we were away, Eric Thielen went to the line and threw up a brick that went out of bounds. And New Hampshire gets the ball back, and now we have another timeout. 9:33 left in the first half, 45-42, and this is something else, Mike.
Thielen's actually New Hampshire's top free throw shooter. Actually, he and Counts are shooting 69%. That's high on the team. Timeout probably won't do a lot to help Niagara's momentum at this stage. They got a little bit of a surge with Mark Henry blocking a shot and coming back and scoring and moving to within 3. And against this club, I don't think being in foul difficulty as far as a 1-on-1 is concerned should really affect them in this game.
That's one bonus for Niagara. Even though New Hampshire is in the bonus, they're terrible at shooting free throws. You can tell they have no technique at all as you watch them. Mark Henry, one of the few bright spots for Niagara tonight, rejecting quite a few shots. I think he has 3 blocks, especially that one was an emphatic block which started the Niagara break and started a 5-point run by the Purple Eagles, which pulled them within 3, but New Hampshire has the ball. That's Mike Hammer. His backcourt mate is Lunny, and he gives off to Carpenter. That's Eric Thielen, the freshman, working on Darren Brown, gives it to Hinderly. Hinderly, the only senior on the team for New Hampshire. They're a young squad.
They've only got 2 juniors.
Carpenter all alone, 3-point range, yes. Nobody was out there on him, and he canned it.
And that was only a 2-pointer. He's on the line.
Henry will try a 3-pointer. He drills it. Just outside the line, 47-45. New Hampshire leading. Niagara still pressing. New Hampshire breaks it.
Henry with 17.
All alone. Hinderly draws the foul and gets the basket. Somebody forgot about him. Pat Jones was too late getting there. All he did was foul him, and it didn't foul him well enough because Hinderly got the basket and will go to the line.
That's 4 on Jones. Well, does he come close or no?
Must be a coach's nightmare if it comes down to a tight game and you have guys shooting free throws. Not the best technique in the world, but he got that one through.
No question about that one.
Chris Brown with it. Niagara down by 5, 50-45. Darren Brown goes to the floor, gives it to Mark Henry. Henry to Chris Brown quickly in the corner. The jumper short. Rebound comes off and Lunny picks it up. Bavard is yet to hit. Lunny on Chris Brown. It's Carpenter. To Thiel. Niagara shutting off the inside at this moment. Carpenter back out to Lunny. 17 seconds left on the shot clock. Lunny to Carpenter. Now they go to Tommy Hammer on the near side. Back out top. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Carpenter will force one. Off the backboard, out of bounds, Niagara's ball. Good defense by Niagara.
That hit the side of the backboard. Tommy Swick and Eldridge Moore re-enter the game. Darren Brown and Derek Bavard to the bench.
As you're watching New Hampshire, Mikey, you think if Niagara could only just put something together, they'd blow this team away.
You get that impression, yeah. It hasn't happened yet, though.
That's Pat Jones with it in the corner. Down to Swick. Swick back out to Jones. Now they go to Mark Henry. Somebody needs to take charge of this game for Niagara. Jones is stuffed, but a foul on Hinderly.
That's his third. Jones will go to the line once again.
Hinderly comes out, and number 24, Dave Marshall, back in. Marshall's hobbled by a bad ankle, we're told. Dave Murray as well. Pat Jones has seen enough for the free throw line tonight. Was 1 of 3 in the first half and has been to the line of at least 3 more times this half.
Yeah, this will be his 5th free throw. Now has 11 points.
Too long on the second one, and he knocks the ball out of the hands of Tommy Hammer, and a good alert play because Niagara comes up with it. 50-46. Niagara trailing with 7 minutes remaining. They have the ball. Mark Henry wants it down low. The shot rolls. Yes. 50-48. Niagara still pressing. Lundy gets it across to Hammer, who drives right through and in. No, it doesn't go. And Moore comes down with it. And he gets a foul called. It'll go on number 12, I believe, Tommy Hammer.
That shot went right around the entire rim, all 360 degrees.
Surprised the heck out of me. And Niagara with a chance to tie it here. 6:52 remaining.
Going down shooting foul. That was their 6th.
Mark Henry inbounds to Chris Brown. Moore, Brown, Henry, Pat Jones, and Tom Swick for Niagara. That's Jones with it in the corner. Moore across to Henry. Henry gets an opening and drives. And a shot is blocked from behind by Eric Thielen.
Offensive foul.
And an offensive foul.
That's Henry's 2nd.
And the referee trying to sort it out here. 6:32 remaining. It's a bonus, so New Hampshire goes to the line.
Marshall to the line here. Let's see what he's doing there. 50% from the line. 32